make it hard to keep believing, man. Everybody's so deceiving, and what I'm giving out don't really match what I'm receiving, but I'm in it anyway. Everything has a season, and they say everything happens for a reason, but I don't know why things go the way they do. Friends become enemies, wanna get at you, always ready to bounce, never wanna sit it through, but if you wanna leave, you can go when you're ready. I'm dope, so I know you won't forget me. By the time you wake up and you try to come back, I'll be in another city, probably performing this track, running back like... Yeah.
Loyalty these days is just so hard to find. I remember way back when those were the times. Oh, why can't we press rewind? Press rewind, man. Take it back. I said, the loyalty today is so hard to find. Oh, no, I remember when I trusted people with my sacred touch. Oh, why can't we press rewind?
Yo, listen. If it's always hug against the world, watch out for that girl. Cause one day you gon' be the world and she swear you against her, and that you want a man, but she don't even want him, so you won't understand. Look, some people ain't happy when it's peaceful. Misery loves company, it's a beast. They love you the most, but they treat you like the least. Hit you up for your connections and your love, then they leave and see you shine and think they could never be great on their own, so they try to dim yours. But I don't fight battles when I'm trying to win wars. There's enough to go around, baby girl, get yours. But if you wanna leave, you can go when you're ready. I'm dope, so I know you won't forget me. By the time you wake up and you try to come back, I'll be in another city, probably performing this track, running back like...
Loyalty these days is just so hard to find. I remember way back when those were the times. Oh, why can't we press rewind? Press rewind, man. Take it back. I said, the loyalty today is so hard to find. Oh, no, I remember when I trusted people with my sacred touch. Oh,
We used to be number 10, now we permanently one. In the battle, lost my finger, Mike became my arm. I switch to nasal, blood becomes lukewarm. Tell them, I'm gonna be easy now, squeeze this shaman.
This offense, and I know you had several at Detroit, New England. Do you think you guys have the wherewithal to do that consistently, week in and week out?
Next question. Thanks.
Probably get.
That was, I hope you could hear it. Welcome back to the show. That was Cam Newton at a press conference yesterday with the Carolina Panthers. And the question, I think you could hear it, the question he was asked was, can you guys, in effect, get back the consistency that you had in a couple of games that y'all won? Because they've been kind of like up and down. And I don't know what happened. You got to take these things in context. I don't know what happened or what was said before, but in that little 10-second clip, the guy asked a question, which I don't think was that necessarily a bad question. So there has to have been something that happened before this that they just aren't showing. You know how the media works. And Cam had this disgusted look on his face and was like, next question, didn't want to answer that question and walked away. That's a legitimate question from a reporter doing his job. The guy asked, what's it going to take for you to have some consistency like you did in a couple of wins that you had this year? We know y'all can do it. Why can't you do that? That's a legitimate question. And Cam just turned around and walked away with his head down in his hands. So I don't get it, man. And I mean, you know the history that Cam has with the media. And I actually like the fact that he is kind of like outspoken with the media and gives his real, true feelings and opinions on something. I actually do like that. But that being said, man, this was very odd and strange yesterday. And I guess at this point you're kind of getting fed up with the losses. Once again, the inconsistency, like I just talked about, with this Carolina Panthers team. Because they got a squad. They got a squad. Some weeks they just look fantastic. Some weeks they just look shitty. They've lost 2 games in a row. You go back to what game in particular? The game against the Saints, man, or not the Saints, against the Patriots, when they went on the road and beat the New England Patriots. Fantastic game. If you watch that game, man, Cam looked like the greatest quarterback in the world. I actually came out with a post that following Monday saying that, Cam Newton isn't that far behind Aaron Rodgers as far as being the best quarterback in the NFL. Then they went on and won the next week against the Lions, and then they've lost these last 2 games, man. Not so bad, not so much out of it against the Eagles, but then they lose horribly at Chicago to a Bears team that they clearly are better than. So I know it's frustrating for the young man, but he got to do better. And the fact that he's had all these issues with the media, man, he should understand how this shit works. Just go out there, answer the questions, man. Don't take it personal. I understand that you got, passion about what you do, and you don't like losing. I don't like losing, just like most, guys that are very competitive. But this whole thing yesterday didn't make any sense. I would be very interested to hear, and they don't have it listed. I couldn't find an extended clip of the press conference where, they showed what happened before this. And so maybe they had been asking him a bunch of dumbass questions, and that's why he responded the way that he did. So I don't know, but just a bad look, man, if you know what it is. And he's not like a rookie in the NFL. He knows what it is. He knows that they want to try to make him look bad and get him caught up looking bad, at these press conferences, so he should know better. Grego, he says, straight line speed at Big L, not much zig and zag. I played similarity to Hines Ward. So, Grego, you comparing yourself to Hines Ward? 82. Grego wore number 82 in middle school. I'm trying to think. Great wide receiver, number 82. It's crazy. I can think of only another. Jerry Rice was 80. What was Taylor for the 49ers? Was he number 82? Mike Renfro, the great Mike Renfro, white boy for the Dallas Cowboys, wore number 82. I can't think of a lot of 82s, and I'm sure y'all will tell me. I can't think of a lot of 82s right now. I'm like one of the best at this game. And what legendary player wore what number, especially in football. From Angry Black Man, you got that sheepskin jacket 3 years after it was in fashion. You lived in South Carolina. I'm going to just ignore you, Angry Black Man. You're angry today for some reason. From Big John B. Doug, for my $4, I need a plug for my daughter, Hannah Barnes, in this fan poll preseason player of the year. Sir, for $4, I will give her a big-ass ball award. And shout out. I'll actually do it more in a standard professional way when we give birthday shouts out in about 10 minutes, so stay tuned for that. But, yeah, it's an early shout-out to your daughter, Hannah Barnes, man, for poll preseason player of the year. What does she play? Basketball? She run track? Too early to run track. No, indoors is coming around. What sport does she play, bro? From, who do we have here? From Sluggo, if I were Cam, I find out how much it will cost me in fines to skip the media for an entire year and cut that effing check. No interest in talking to these clowns. From Al Thompson, everyone gets a dumbass question, especially after a loss. Never let them see you sweat. See, that's the thing about it. I understand being upset that they keep asking you stupid shit. I get that 100%. But Cam should be used to it. You know who's the best at that? And I got to give him credit, man. LeBron's the best at that. LeBron is one of those guys, man, that understands, his role and understands being a professional. Like LeBron, he always speaks before or after games, whether they win or lose. And he's always got the same temperament, whether they win or lose. I saw him the other night, man, talking about a game that they had lost. And he's a pro. That's part of the job. I get it. I totally understand. You get frustrated, dude, but you are a pro. Come on, man. From, who you got? You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Al the Bandit, Cam was once asked, why do you dress like that? Answer, when you're rich, you can do whatever you want. Right, do that. Answer the questions, but give smart-ass answers. A la, Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch. That would be better. You get to keep your damn money, and you get to F with the darn media. Sluggo, no one is pressing that racist-ass woman reporter who played victim. From Jam from Snellville, we make an excuse for the dude. Matt Ryan getting killed on the airwaves here in the A. Dude just comes out and says the same old BS over and over. It's effing sucks for the media, but guess what? The national media ain't talking about it right now. Just be a professional and move on. That's all I'm saying. That ninja. Falcons are suck testicles too. I don't know where that last part came from, sir, but I agree 100%. Just do it. Just do it. You know, if you don't like doing it and they give you a lot of smart-ass questions, give them a lot of smart-ass sarcasm. You know, that would be the great way to go. That would be the fantastic thing to do. I would love that. You give us more to talk about, the funny things that Cam said. But just storming away like you pouting like a 7-year-old kid, it's not a good look, especially after being in the league for so many years. If he was a rookie, I would understand it. But Cam's been a league MVP. This got to be, his 5th year in the league? He should know better. He's one of the bigger names in the league. He's one of the faces of the league. He doesn't know that week in and week out they're going to screw with him and try to get him to say something bad so they can write about it all week long. You should know that. I mean, seriously. This ain't that hard. Rated for life, Taylor in San Francisco. That's right. John Taylor did wear number 82. That's right. Played with Jerry Rice, who wore number 80. I couldn't think of you can give me any number. I can give you pretty much the top player, at least over the last 40 years, that wore that number in the NFL. You know? Or I don't know, some numbers there's not a player for. Some of them smaller numbers. Like I was thinking, number 1, clearly the all-time greatest number 1 in the NFL over the last 40 years is Warren Moon. I'm trying to think of a number 2. I guess it would be Matt Ryan. Can you think of a more famous number 2 than Matt Ryan? And I'm not going to go through 100 numbers, but can you think of, and I'm talking specialty players. I'm not talking guys in their 60s and 70s. So the ones, the single digits, the teens, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, maybe even the 50s too. Not the 60s, the 70s, the 80s definitely, lesser so the 90s as well. But those numbers, man, I got a guy that I can just come off with the top of my head, man, that's probably one of the more famous numbers. I can't think of a 3. And 3 is usually, kickers used to get the single digits back in the day. Like the quarterbacks used to get like the 10s and above. 8, 9s, and 10s, well, 7s, 6s. Not really a 6. I can't think of a 6. But, yeah, the little small digit numbers usually were held by the kickers or the punters or something like that. But you talk about the teens and the 20s and the 30s, especially the running back numbers. I got somebody for you, man. From Big John B, please vote for Hannah Barnes. Okay, so Player of the Year. John B's daughter is up for Player of the Year, and we actually can go vote. I will vote for your daughter, Big John B. You better believe that. I got you. I got you. Yep. Hey, y'all vote for John B's daughter, Hannah. Who's up for Player of the Year. Yeah. From Denise Milk and Cookies, Doug, I've been chasing my damn dog for 30 minutes, shaking my damn head. What? Ugh. I'm still kind of frazzled, man, after trying to find my damn dog the other day for 30 minutes. And the dog was in the backyard the whole damn time. But, man, my mind was just wondering about how much my family's going to hate me if this dog gets missing. Or worse yet, gets hit by a freaking car. But we actually found him, man. Shouts out to the great Kipper. Yeah. Hey, back in 3 minutes. This is the Doug Stewart Show. A little bit of entertainment coming up. Don't go away.
Do I need to say anymore? Hey. Yup. Do I need to say anymore? Yup. Shake a leg and make me steady. Oh, the feeling that just re-hit me so I will proceed to finesse this as if it was the baddest chick
ever talked to. Oh, yeah, you know, even